We are a state that is small in population, but speedy in what we can do. We're a state with, no income tax, no corporate tax, and that's sort of nuts and bolts. But what really I think separates Wyoming from many other states as a great place to do business, we have had, and I think we will in the future, a reputation for great work ethic. And we see that the people who live in Wyoming or who move to Wyoming, they move fast and they want to get things done. It doesn't take long for people who move to Wyoming, and I've really enjoyed seeing this over time, from wherever they may have come from. When they get to Wyoming, they experience the beauty of Wyoming and the nature of Wyoming. But then they catch the spirit of Wyoming, which is that we are a can-do state and we can get things done. And when you see what has happened in recent years in the legislature and how that combines with what our firm is doing in moving forward into a digital age, while at the same time recognizing that we never want to lose our roots in terms of work ethic and ethics and doing the right thing for the right reasons. And so I have long thought that Wyoming is sort of an undiscovered gem when it comes to business. I'm not sure we're undiscovered anymore. People know about Wyoming as the place to really start a business, to expand a business. And I think our firm, and one of the very exciting things about our firm is we not only want to do the legal business, we want to move Wyoming forward, because this is where we live and this is where we raise our families, and we want to see that great future for our families, and we want to see that for the people who choose to move to Wyoming or choose to do business in Wyoming.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. I think one of the great things about our firm as well is everybody has deep roots in Wyoming. Each of our attorneys, including our staff, knows the right people to talk to, and so it's happened so often when we get a call from a new client who's got a particular issue, we say, oh, actually, I know your regulator. We can give them a call. We can get you access to at least the people who you need to talk to, whereas in other states, you're going to have to go through layers and layers of bureaucracy. It tends to be here, we get the people on the phone, talk about the issues, we work through them, and hopefully get to good results for our clients. And you just can't get that in other states.
I think that's right. I think of our firm as, it can be intimidating when you're starting a new business in a new town or a new state, a new jurisdiction. But what our firm provides is sort of, the how-to and the welcome mat for Wyoming business, right? If you want to do business in Wyoming and you're just starting, where do you start? What firm can provide sort of the welcome mat and sort of the, here's how you do it in all aspects of Wyoming? And because of our relationships, because of the reputation that we have, and because of the hard work that we do as a firm, it's sort of a one-stop shop, right? We can take care of that for somebody that wants to do business in Wyoming.
And going back to the history of Wyoming, we really are a laboratory. Our heritage is somewhat innovation.
Right.
We've captured so many monumental pivots in our history, and we're on the cusp of one now. We've identified a need, and we filled that need with legislation and ways to provide a format and a foundation for clients, new clients, and companies that want to start from the ground up. But a lot of clients recognize what we're doing here from all over the country, and they're redomesticating here because they see the advantages. We bring them in, we do the legal side, but what's unique about our firm is that we have so much more background in just business and other ideas, that we're all business owners outside of what we do in the office, and we're able to lend a vision and help in those ways as well with innovation and what they need, with boots on the ground, from employment to regulation to whatever it may be. We can help facilitate and get the company where they need to go. And especially with now cutting edge technologies and the laws on the books, we've built a whole new lexicon with respect to digital assets and understanding the type of companies and their technology, and be able to help springboard them in Wyoming and be successful.
Get into some of the nuts and bolts about why I think companies should really look at Wyoming. Thanks to you, Governor, for a lot of the work that you laid the groundwork for that's just now starting to come to fruition. But things like the Chancery Court, I think, is such an important tool for the state of Wyoming. How many times have we spoken to venture capitalists or private equity groups, and their muscle memory is we want to incorporate in Delaware. the only reason they say that or they think that is because that's what everybody does and everybody requires it. And the reason most lawyers do that is because of the Delaware Chancery Court and the case law that's been developed there. And so this point in history for Wyoming is, I think, really important because of a lot of the legislative and leadership that has been laid out to kind of push our economy to that sort of 2.0, you know, to that digital version. And then you combine with that the opportunity for companies to, you know, domicile here, litigate here, less regulation, less tax, and oh yeah, we can have the same sophistication and even better speed and better efficiency at dispute resolution than places like Delaware. That's a home run.
And I think the other thing, it's not as if the firm started 10 years ago. I mean, we have built up momentum over many, many years, starting with Governor Hathaway and Brent Kuntz, who not only were extraordinary attorneys, but they were always part of the Wyoming scene in terms of business and in terms of caring for the communities where they lived. And so we are building upon the hard work and the reputation of the people that started the firm so many years ago. And so the reputation and the momentum, I think, started with them, and we continue to build upon the good work they did. But when you mentioned Hathaway and Kunz in Wyoming, people know who they are, who they were, and what they meant to Wyoming. And I think that our firm now is hopefully building on that reputation as a place to, whatever your legal need is, but particularly if you want to start a business or grow a business, we're the Wyoming law firm.